So in my last video, we discussed the email chain between me and Dale Wilson, a cuck and a don. And following that video, Dale decided to go on stream and bring up the email chain as well, because he understood, as he always understands, that he has no power outside of his stream. He is a weak man, barely a man. And you know what this stems from? Dale was born in 1984, so he grew up in 3 decades. He grew up in the 80s, the 90s, and the early 2000s, and that was before, I'm a 90s kid, I was born in the 90s, I was born in 93, so that was before the internet, the internet was as prevalent and ubiquitous as it is currently, to where you can form all these communities and become an influencer, quote unquote, and have that echo chamber around you. So Dale, growing up, leaving the 80s as a 6-year-old, leaving the 90s as a 16-year-old, was such a loser in his childhood, and he had nowhere to run, no friends, nothing. Everyone in his neighborhood would make fun of him. His only solace was running to wrestling and his fighting games, where he can feel some modicum of power, because he would live vicariously through the characters and think, yeah, that's me beating up all my bullies. I'm a big man, Big Dale. When I get older, I'm gonna change my last name to a fucking bird. That's his logic. That was his thinking, the way he operated, which is why he only feels comfortable playing fighting games, because when he hits other characters, he feels like he's in control for once in his measly, pathetic, insect-like life. Anyway, we're going to be reacting to him bringing this up on stream and talking about the nonsense he said during that stream.
I mean, none of those videos are going to make my revenue any less any month. It's not going to do anything to stop people from watching me. It's just basically pointless.
He says it's pointless, but then he continues to flag all of the videos, going as far as to try to trademark his goofy-ass LowTierGod name to get all these videos taken down permanently. Is it pointless, or is it affecting you?
So, let me show you guys a couple of messages. I thought this was hilarious. Hold on, let me email it to myself.
As an aside, the reason why Dale always has to email screenshots of things to himself or email other emails to himself to take screenshots of is because he's afraid of pulling up his live screen on stream, because he knows for a fact someone's gonna see something that he doesn't want them to see, i.e. his game his game browser subscription or Grindr emails coming through or something that he doesn't want people to see. Why doesn't he just pull up the webpage? It'd be infinitely easier to just open up a new little thing in Streamlabs, add a webpage, and then just pull up his email on the webpage. That's way easier, but he's hiding things because he's like, oh man, if I pull this shit up, man, they're gonna see my bootybusters.com account. Fuck.
I bet we already know this dude's watching my stream. He's gay, so I mean, we could expect him to. Remember, nothing. Literally, yeah.
What the fuck was that? What was that goofy ass? Like he almost started his villain speech, but he gave up on it. He said, "Remember, nothing. Yeah. What?" Imagine if Thanos said that in Avengers, in the Avengers movie.
Remember, nothing. Literally, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and check out these screenshots. I think they're hilarious. You know, when you're gay, just admit it. That's all I gotta say. There's nothing wrong with being gay. Just admit it. Yeah, no?
This coming from the guy who said this.
Just words. Now, if I get pissed off at a gay man saying something to me, that secretly means I would be gay, right? If I get pissed off at a gay man for saying I'm attractive, that means I'm not comfortable with my sexuality, and that means that I gotta prove my masculinity because I secretly got gay ass thoughts. Why do we get voices in our head? Because it's our weak conscience trying to tell us to do some gay shit.
Come on now. Come on now. Stop it. All of a sudden, Dale speaks French, because I don't know who the fuck we is when he's talking about having gay thoughts. I mean, come on.
Alright, so what's the first shit? Alright, so this tiersexual.
I really hate the term tiersexual. It feels so boring, doesn't it? Doesn't Dale-sexual have so much of a better ring to it? I feel like tiersexual is very lazy, and I think he could have done better than that.
We already know this tiersexual is. You know, I've been dropping videos for months. I don't pay attention, but people send them to me sometime, and I'm like, man, this dude's gotta be gay. You know, you're using a voice changer and all that type of shit.
You know, it's amazing. You are 100% wrong. I mean, nothing you've said has been right.
That's not true. I'm actually using 86 different voice changes to make me sound the way I do right now, because it's that important, Dale.
You're putting a fake address, so on and so forth. But I just want people to know what type of gay niggas is on my dick. So the dude wrote me on the 17th, why this broke ass, worthless, waste of life ass nigga thought that I would do this is hilarious. But he says, I'm not even gonna do the voice because it's fake. Good afternoon, LowTierGod. I go by the name of blah 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 on YouTube. I'm pretty sure you're familiar with me. Not really, but
does he know what the word familiar means? Does he know what the bloody word familiar means?
People send me your corny videos sometimes saying how actually gay you are. Literally, like booty sex gay.
Oh my god, that's so fucking childish. That is so childish. That is so childish. Like booty sex gay. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Some time ago I challenged you to an open debate. So let's go ahead and talk about this real quick. This idiot said I challenged you to an open debate. First off, why would I debate with a nigga who's obsessed with me? There's nothing to debate about. You're gay. You're obsessed with another black man. It's clearly, once again, you're gay. You don't drop numerous videos on a nigga and then talk about, let's debate. Nigga, there's nothing to debate. You're clearly gay.
Dale the intellectual, everyone. Obviously, there's something to debate. Obviously, I am one of the most vocal trolls, or I'm one of your most vocal opposition. If you can take down that person, then you are setting the precedent for everyone else. Once people look at my videos and then see if you debated me and you somehow won in a miracle, right? And everyone goes and like sees the videos and then sees the debate, they can say, oh wow, Dale Wilson destroyed this guy. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Why would I even listen to him? Why would these videos get views? That would completely tear down my entire platform on dissecting your nonsense and doing commentary on you, because you basically knocked me down a peg. That is the reason to debate me. Instead of just sitting there flagging videos, why don't you man up and nut up and come after me? I don't even care anymore. We don't have to do the interview. We don't have to do the debate. It's not a big deal, but this is the rationale behind it. That is why you do something like that. That is why they have presidential debates, for you to knock down your opposition. You brain dead idiot. But this is the only thing he's gonna hop on. Gay, 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 gay. He must be gay. He must like me. He want me. He want me. That's all he got. Look at that. It's so childish and stupid. How dumb are you, mate? Like, how stupid are you? You're violently and aggressively stupid. This is dangerous. This is critical mass levels of idiocy.
All right, so let's see. He says, I challenge you to open debate, which would determine. Which you determine would not be worth your time. I'm curious, though, if you'll be interested in doing an interview. I think that it would be good for both of us to speak openly and clear the air about some possible misconceptions that have arisen. Now, why in the fuck would I need to clear the air with a nobody? Why the fuck clear the air about a what? You're a gay nigga that started posting videos because you're YouTube. You figured you wanted to start a YouTube, and this is the easiest way you could do it, by talking about a nigga like everybody else does.
And again, this coming from the guy whose growth stagnated until he started becoming a reaction channel and talking about everybody else, talking about Zero, talking about EDP, talking about Kevin Samuels. You hypocrite. You're doing that's what you're doing. Your viewership was at a snail's pace. It was crawling until you became a reaction channel and started talking about everyone, talking about Sweetie or whatever, talking about everybody. What are you talking about?
A bunch of broke niggas on YouTube that steal my videos for literally no money at all. You know, just on some gay shit. So, long story short, I said an interview. Hold on. It didn't show the full message. Let me just read it, because I screen capped it different. Basically, I said an interview. Sure, I'd be interested. I'll need $3,000 deposited in my PayPal account, and we could proceed. And it must be done in my city, in person. Now, of course, this pussy ass nigga, you know, of course, he didn't agree with that because he's a broke ass tiersexual. On top of that, he already knows seeing me face to face. Most likely, he's probably going to get choked the fuck out, or worse. So, hold on real quick. So, you know, I guess he wrote something maybe to attempt to hurt my feelings, which I thought was hilarious. But, so this tiersexual said, yeah, here you go. You can read it. I said in an interview, sure, I'd be interested. I'll need $3,000 deposited in my PayPal account before we proceed. It must be done in person in my city. This dude says, here's the thing, blah, blah, blah. I'm not one of your 16-year-old fans you could trick into paying you for no reason. You set the most ridiculous stipulations. Now, first off, it's not a stipulation, broke ass nigga. If you're obsessed over somebody and want something to happen, you're going to pay for it.
Again, Dale the scholar, not knowing what words means, he said, to do the interview, I would need to pay $3,000 and meet dude in his city in person. And he said, first of all, that's not a stipulation. The definition of stipulation is a condition or requirement that is specified or demanded as part of an agreement. How can anyone think Dale is smart? These are basic words, man. This is primary school stuff. How can you be that dumb? Stop with the roids. I don't know what it is you're doing that's giving you these glamour muscles. Stop with the steroids and dive into a book, okay?
You know, that's the way of life. You think that a nigga like myself would dare give you the time of day as far as doing a video or anything to help you in general when you are obsessed with me sexually and drop numerous videos just out of the woodwork for no reason because you woke up one day seeing a good looking black nigga on camera and decided to start tiersexualing over him. So basically he wrote a big paragraph. Basically it summarized into him being gay and broke.
It definitely didn't summarize into that. I read this paragraph on what I wrote in my other video, but I like to read it again just because it shows that Dale was so hurt by what I says. Typically, when he reads out what other people say, he reads it out in its entirety. When he read Heroes' essay, when he reads people, you know, for Covenant's Court, he reads what was said in its entirety. But this hurt him so much that he couldn't even get through the first 2-3 sentences. Here's the thing I said. Here's the thing, Dale. I am not one of your 16-year-old fans you can trick into paying you for no reason. You set the most ridiculous stipulations because you know I'm a bigger, better, smarter man than you, and you are afraid of me. You're afraid to be embarrassed by me. That's okay, Dale. I don't blame you. So either we do this interview for free over the internet, or you stop wasting my time. You're not a scholar, you're not an innovator, you're not a renaissance man, you're a feeble man with an army of children who feed your ego. Do you think Dale could have read that out loud without wanting to cry on stream, without his voice cracking? He couldn't have read that. That's why I was like, oh, if you guys want to read it, you can read it. I'm not going to get hurt by this again. I'm not going to let you hurt me like this again. That's why.
And all I said was, I thought so, broke fuck. Get your money up. Exactly. Nigga just gonna randomly email me. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, you know, it's just, these niggas are obsessed on another level. Like, I literally be minding my own business, and I got grown ass men thinking about me sexually to the point where they're gonna start dropping all these videos.
Methinks he doth protest too much. Why is it always grown men thinking about him sexually? I'm starting to think that is exactly what he wants. I'm starting to think that he wishes that that was the case so much, because in his heart of hearts, that's his desire. He wants that. He wants these men, these trolls, to be attracted to him because he wants to come out, but he's afraid. I mean, like I said, he's a kid from 1984, grew up in the 80s and 90s. Coming out of the closet, being an open homosexual man wasn't as easy back then as it is today. And he's still dealing with that ingrained trauma and stigma. It's okay, Dale. Your community will still support you. I think they will support you more because I think a lot of the people in your community fit the bill of what you're describing of the troll community. I encourage you to come out this year.
I don't think you know what the devil emoji means, but we're gonna get you banned anyway. Nice knowing you. Yeah, how the fuck? Yeah, talking about I'm wasting his time? Nigga, you have all the time in the world to waste. You're dropping videos about a nigga that you can never get on his level, and you're broke. You're dropping videos, you're not making no money, and you're broke. You sent me the email first. Booty sex ass nigga. Then he's, on top of that, he's using a voice changer. And then there's been a couple times I flagged his videos, and he basically... I flagged this video, and he basically did a fake counterclaim with like a fake address and a fake number and everything.
And I'm going to keep doing it, Dale. Fake address, fake number, fake name, fake everything.
But like I said, try to counter what I got next. You might think you're smart, but you're really not. You thought you were smart by posting somebody's personal information on YouTube, thinking that shit wouldn't get taken down. You can't. Let me address something here. You cannot post somebody's personal information on YouTube. I thought you claiming that you were smart, you'd actually understand that. But since you're gay, and your mind is clouded with how good looking I am and how my voice crackles and crispens in the mic.
The fuck is a crackle and crispin? What? Isn't that the Rice Krispie bitches? Crackle Crispin and Yickety or whatever?
It only makes sense that you're an idiot. Nah, that's a voice changer. I could tell he's like a nigga that's using a voice changer. You know? But to the broke nigga watching my stream, when you get 3K and you're willing to come to my city, talk to me. Until then, keep your broke ass on YouTube making those pointless videos. Gay ass nigga.
And that is the long and short of it. Nothing else important was said. I just wanted to go ahead and bring that up and have a laugh at Dale's expense, as we usually do, because this man had to run to his echo chamber to feel better about himself. He needs to find any excuse. All of a sudden I'm using a voice changer and he can tell that I'm using a voice changer. I think it's funny because he's so convinced that I am. But it's whatever. I don't, it doesn't really bother me all that much. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will be here for quite some time. Cheers.